Well, hello, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, get on in here for your love reading, Sagittarius. I'm going to let you all come on in. I know this is kind of like a pop up. I call this a pop up session. I didn't let you guys know in advance. So, Sagittarius, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. This is going to be your love reading. Let's go ahead. Let's start. We're going to start with the tarot, and then we're going to clarify. So this is going to be for Sagittarius. Sagittarius. All right. First card that's coming out here for you, Sagittarius, is the World card. Then you have the Nine of Swords. Let's see. This is for Sagittarius. We have the Page of Wands, and we have the Two of Swords. Did I make this public? Hold on. It looks like it could be public. Did I not make it public? For Sagittarius. Yes, I did. Okay. All right. So Sagittarius, we're going to go ahead and clarify this. I already know what this means. Okay. I feel like you are going to be at a place where things are going to improve for you, where there is going to be a smooth transition into a new love life. Right now, a lot of you guys could be separated, or you could be at a place where you don't know much about your love life and where you are headed. Okay. So what I want to do is clarify each card. I'm going to start with the World card. We're going to see what's coming out here for you. And I do see you moving forward. I don't see anything from the past, none whatsoever. Thank the Lord. Thank God for that. Okay. But we are going to start clarifying with the World card. This is for Sagittarius. Let's see what comes out here for you, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. So yeah, here with the Five of Swords, I see that you are going to be walking away from conflict, nonsense, things that are not integral. I don't know. I feel like you've been dealing with someone who had or lacked integrity. That's most people, right? When we do these type of readings, and it all depends on what it really is about. I do feel like whoever you were dealing with was going between you and someone from their past. There was other people that they were dealing with as well, unfortunately. And it does feel like this could have happened a while. This is not something that just, stopped. I feel like this was something that they were doing over time. So maybe you dealt with this person over the years, and it was the same old issue. No matter what you said or the conversation you had with this person, it just did not change. And so here with the Five of Swords, I see that you guys are having enough courage to walk away and opening up your options here, which is the Seven of Cups. For some of you, you are going to be dating, or you will be talking to someone online. I feel like some of you guys are doing online dating. I mean, it kind of sucks because I feel like, yes, the person is at a distance, which does not necessarily make the relationship smooth. But I don't know. I feel like this is the only way that you think that you can get over your past. Okay. I do see here, Sagittarius, that you guys are going to be talking to multiple people. All right. And again, I still feel like this is an energy of online connections. You can meet them through some type of community. This could be through Facebook. This could be through Instagram. Could be through a lot of different online communities here, where there's a lot of different people who are interested in you. This could be Twitter too. I always forget about Twitter, but that's something that I'm saying. But like I said before, I do see you walking away from nonsense, or, definitely, getting over someone from your past here, emotionally speaking. Okay. Now let's go ahead. Let's get the Nine of Swords here for you, Sagittarius. Let's see what comes out. Nine of Swords for you, Sagittarius. So you have the Three of Pentacles and you have the Knight of Wands. A lot of you are in connection with somebody and you're worrying that your person is dealing with somebody else. Ain't that crazy? Some of you could be knowing that your person is dealing with someone at work. That is what you're worried about. And this has been a conversation that you guys have had with this person for a while. Truth of the matter is, you're wondering if the person that you're separated from, are they happy, is this going to be the person that they're going to marry? Are they going to love them more than they love you? A lot of you are in this headspace, which is very interesting. Okay. Instead of you taking, necessary steps to move forward, it's almost like, and I'm not saying that you want the person from the past, but I feel like this is what is ruminating in your mind, that you feel that, your person has moved on and that they're going to fall in love with somebody else. Okay. In your brain, that's what I see that some of you guys may be thinking. Let's get the Nine of Swords here for Sagittarius. Yeah, that's what's so crazy. A lot of you know for a fact that you're probably, I feel like there's more so a, what if, like, is my person being honest with me? Maybe you don't have any kind of proof that your person is sneaking around, but I definitely see it. But again, like I said before, it's like you're more so worried about it. Not that you have the proof of it, but you're worried about it. And then this is also this energy that because you feel like they're dealing with anyone else, that they won't return back to you, that they're actually choosing someone over you. It's that type of thing. So I don't know. I feel like you're doing as best as you could to kind of remove your feelings from the situation. Some of you guys, like I said before, you're dating other people, you're talking to other people as a way of trying to balance your emotions so you won't think so heavily about how something didn't work. You're doing your best to move on. Some of you guys could be out there hoeing, okay? Few of you, not all of you. I feel more so divine masculine with that. I'm not going to put it on them just because they're, men, but I do know for a fact that that happens more so with the divine masculine. I do see that there is going to be someone who's going to come in here who you don't know, believe it or not, that you're really going to like. And I always see that in your reading, and I still see it. I'm going to say, though, part of that Seven of Cups is unfortunately for some of you, as you're trying to move on and forget about the past, it's almost like that person is going to knock at your door. That person is going to send you a message or say something just to be like, hey, don't forget about me, or hey, I'm thinking about you. It's almost like the person is pulling at your leg just so you won't move on. But I do see you are attempting to, or at least trying. I definitely see that. Let's get one more for that Nine of Swords. Wow. This is so interesting because singles, you have tapped out when it comes down to the love life. I didn't think that I've saw the different people that you were talking to, and some of you, this was things that you've already experienced in the past. You're like, how many people do I have to date to come across my person? That worries you. You're worried that you won't necessarily come across the one. That's what's keeping you up at night. Not necessarily keeping you up, but that's what bothers you. That's what really worries you. And what's so funny, there's going to be something here that's surprisingly it's going to take you by surprise. You are going to be very surprised, but what's going to happen there. Well, first of all, the past is going to at least show up in some capacity. You may not have even talked to them for a long time, and you may be like, wow, I can't believe they actually came back, right? That will surprise you, yes. And it's the person who it is, too. You may not even be thinking about it. You may be thinking about the other person. This is the other person, right? Like you're not even thinking about them during this reading, but it's someone from your past who's going to shock the hell out of you. You're going to be like, oh my God, aren't you with somebody? Or it's going to be something like that where someone is going to come back that's going to surprise you. But for most of you, this is going to be someone new, and there's going to be a deep connection between you and this person. I feel like the surprise here with the new people is that the way you're going to feel about them so quickly. That's the energy that I'm getting. It's the way you're going to feel about the person. Okay, so quickly here. Now let's go ahead. Let's get the Page of Wands. Let's see. Page of Wands. Page of Wands for Capricorn. For Sagittarius. So Wanisha, you said Capricorn, and I literally said Capricorn. Wanisha, I did do Capricorn's reading. I'm going to post that tomorrow. You weren't there, but I did do it. So here with the Page of Wands, yes, there is going to be a new love connection. I love the fact that the Ace of Cups is hitting the Page of Wands. Because again, this connection feels so good. And what happens when you get into a new connection and you really like the person? All right, all of a sudden, that's when the worry starts. This become when you become a worry wart, right? You're like, oh my God, this is too good to be true. Magician card, right? Oh my God, this is too good to be true. This cannot be true right now. And I'm telling you, this is the emotion that you're going to have. That's where you're going to actually be. I can't wait till you experience, because you're going to actually remember what I said. You're going to be like, oh my God, this is too good to be true. You're going to be wondering if it's going to work out. Like, is this a real connection? Is it superficial? Is it only sex? Does this person only want me for sex? That's what you're going to be trying to figure out. Like, do they only want me for sex? Or is this going to be something that's going to be deep? Is there going to be some depth here? Now, I want to tell you, part of that page is I told you, you got more than one person. And I do feel like part of that is this Capricorn energy. Yes. Every reading is going to have some sort of the past. Why? Because it's not your personal reading. Okay. I'm not trying to be a bitch, but if I see that in my comment section, you're getting blocked. It's common fucking sense at this point. Okay. If you want a reading, you can get it from a plethora of readers on YouTube. Please don't come into people's comment section making it about your ass. There's going to always be a past and a new in every reading. Majority of this reading is about a new energy, but there is an element of a past person. This is why I see the devil, because it does feel like someone is obsessing over you. Someone can't stop thinking about what they've done. There is this burden that they're carrying because you won't talk to them. You don't pick up the phone. You won't open the door. Now, I'm not saying that some of you can't be at this place. I'm not saying that some of you can't be at a place of burden, because maybe you did it. Maybe you messed up and a person won't talk to you. They're giving you the silent treatment. But whatever it is, that's what I'm seeing here. But as far as the new connection, yes, the part of the Ten of Wands definitely talks about the energy of you being able to like lighten the load. Get that uncertainty and that unknown off of you, wondering if you're going to meet your person, because here it is. They're putting that sparkle in your eye. And part of that devil card is fear. The fear of the fact of you believing that it's not going to happen, because you guys have been waiting for a very long time for love to actually come in here. Okay? Let's go ahead. Let's get one more for that Page of Wands. This is going to be for Sagittarius. Page of Wands. Oof. Oh, well, we got the Lover's card here. So with this one, I do, again, like I said, the Lover, and I'm not reading. I could, but I'm not. I can describe it. But part of the Lover's card in general, it does talk about a very deep connection. It really does. You got to be careful, because for some of you, part of the fear has something to do with what you've experienced in the past sexually with someone. And, it's technically, let's be honest here, some of you guys really did deal with some devils who done came in here who was manipulative, controlling, and diseased. Okay? So I'm saying, yes, that will make sense. The reason why some of you may not even want to have sex with the person. You don't know. You are afraid. You are anxious about the fact that if you give it up even once, that the person is going to switch up, or that even if you do start having sex with them, you want to make sure that you are safe. A lot of this has something to do with your past. And your energy that we saw earlier had everything to do with the anxiety of what you've endured. And what was that? Like I said before, someone who was manipulative, very cold, and unconcerned about your feelings, and maybe even about your body. Right? Let's go ahead. Let's get the Two of Swords here for Sagittarius. Two of Swords. Sorry, I didn't mean to snap y'all, but it is what it is. It did kind of come out of nowhere, though. I ain't gonna lie. Anyway, here with the Two of Swords, we got the King of Wands here. We have the Five of Cups. All right, so you definitely got somebody coming up in here. Definitely. The Two of Swords, though, is a decision. Now, interesting enough, like I said before, the only energy that I'm really seeing, you got the Two of Swords here, you got the Two of Swords here. The only energy that I'm really seeing is the fact that you have to, and I don't know this, like, you have to be able to, I don't know, the Two of Swords feel like it's more so you letting go of something, even if the person isn't around. I'm not going to say that it's a decision about two different people. It could be. I mean, it could be, but that's not what the Five of Cups is saying. The Five of Cups to me is it's more so you making a decision that you don't want to make, and it doesn't have to be in the future. Remember, this could have been things that you've already done or what you may have to do pertaining to someone who's coming in and out. This decision could cause a lot of hardship. The disconnect between you and this person can cause a lot of grief because, I mean, who knows? A lot of you've been dealing with this person for a while now. You got history with this person. It could be your baby daddy. We got the King of Wands here. Making that choice, making that decision to actually cut this person off for good, that they don't have access to your body anymore. And because they were so familiar to you, you were comfortable with this person, but they're not giving you what you want. That's depressing. That's what's so sad. What in the world? What in the world? Hold on, y'all. Oh, I don't even know how that started, but anyway. Oh, yes, I do. Sorry, I forgot. I got voice control on that one. So anyway, so even looking at this is making this is making me believe. See, you see what I'm saying? That surprised me. This is how I know for a fact that somebody is going to be leaving a voice message or something like that at your door, or some type of letter or something. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be something like that. Some type of communication that's going to come in here that's going to surprise the hell out of you. But I feel like, again, that is what's going to make this decision. That's what's going to make this very hard for you, because there's still so much emotion that you have for this person and so much love. Okay. But I do see you, like I said, with the Six of Swords, I do see you guys are going to be moving on from that energy. Let's go ahead. Let's get a little bit more for that Two of Swords. There it is. I knew it. Every card here, you got the Eight of Wands, the Six of Swords, and then a World card. This is completion. This is moving forward. This is moving on. Look at how, I mean, and then the thing is, your emotion behind it is a Five of Cups. And I feel like this is someone that you find very attractive, even if it's not a baby daddy. It's someone you find very attractive. You may actually feel like this person is a catch. You're like, damn, like, I mean, this is tough. Like, I really wanted this to work with the person. This is pretty tough here. I chose them out of the options, and then they let me down. That's another thing. You may have regret over that. You chose the person who was, I don't know, who has charisma over the person who probably would have really taken care of you and loved you, right? I'm not saying that they were ugly, but you may have chose wrong, right? Like, you might be at this point or at this place in the future where you're like, damn, that's where the regret is coming from. Because maybe now you're reminiscing about the person that you let go because of this person. So either way, that is something that I am seeing. Okay. It is here. It is here. Some of y'all got somebody, and I keep feeling this, like I said before, some of y'all got somebody from your past who you have not seen. This is not who you think it is. This is not who you think it is. You think that I'm talking about the person that you probably just broke up with? I mean, for some of you, that is not going to be that person. This is someone that you do not expect. I'm telling you. This is for Sagittarius. You do not expect this person to come back around. Here it is again with that Five of Cups energy. So you got the Ace of Pentacles, and then you got the Ten of Wands. I mean, y'all are in, man, when I tell you, some of y'all are going to be in your feelings because you feel the very fact that you have to give up something. I don't know if it's because you put some years in it or because you really wanted something to work out, but you got two fives of cups. You got two of those. This almost makes me feel like you guys had discussions or conversation about marriage and moving in, and then all of a sudden it didn't work. Let me go ahead and see what the Ace of Pentacles is. Not saying that this can't be long term. Of course, if you guys, this was your child's father or child mother, you already know that it was long term. So I'm not talking about that. That will make sense. But for others, I feel like this could have been a conversation that you guys had. You know, you had expectations of being with this person a long time because this was what you discussed. I feel that for some of you, maybe that there was cancellations. Maybe somebody proposed to somebody and then all of a sudden it didn't work out. Let's get the Ace of Pentacles. Damn. This is really about something that was major to you. Whether it was an idea or if it has something to do with years, you did your best to really hold on and to make this work. This Four of Pentacles is more so like a work energy. You did everything you possibly could to make something work because you saw the best in this person. You saw that I don't know, I hate to use the word potential, but the thing is, you know that this could have been something. And I feel like part of that Four of Pentacles is like, reality is hitting that there will always be something in a way that this person, there will always be something with this person. There will always be something with them. That's what's hitting you. That's the realization here. And the very fact that you have not been fulfilled truly. And I mean, again, it doesn't matter how long, or it doesn't matter if you only known this person for 6 months. It's a reality of it that, you know what, as much as you tried to make it work, it just didn't. You know how like you get irritated with somebody, you're like, it's always something with you. It's always something with you, right? That's what's going to be the title of this video, right? I got to remember. Like, it's always something with you. Why? And then even when you express it, when you at least attempt to try to express your feelings and your thoughts and your emotions towards this person, that's when they shut down even more. Then you notice that now the person becomes very defensive because you start telling them how you feel, because the burden really is on them. We saw that with the Ten of Wands. The reality of it here is that they know they have to correct it. That's what the Queen of Swords, they have to correct it. They don't have the wherewithal for that. You are asking for too much. The Ace of Pentacles is you. You're asking for too much. This person is not able to give that to you. That is just reality. And what happens when you are expecting something from someone who isn't able to give what you're requesting? That's when the pull away happens. That's when all of a sudden you're like, they didn't take out the trash. Okay, that's interesting. Well, they didn't open a car door, you know. What else do people do? That they stop doing what they used to do. You get my drift, right? You start to see that things are not what they used to be, and it happens over time. So like they could have started doing one thing, and then next thing you know, 3 months later, we got a whole list of things that they're not doing anymore. And a lot of you know for a fact that even the conversations that you've had have been a little violent, very revealing how this person actually feels about you too. Some of them, they may not like you too much, but they don't want to let you go because it's this possessiveness. So I do see that a lot of you have carried a lot of issues in relationships. There's been lots of problems. And sometimes with that Ten of Wands, it can be traumatic. You can be traumatized by the things that you've experienced because you don't have anything else left to give. Because what? There's always something with you. Now we're going to go ahead and get the Ten of Wands. We're going to see what's going to come out here in your reading. We're going to see what's going to come out. Let's see. Thank you. Oh, there's that World card again. I'm loving it. All right. You got the Six of Wands. You got the Strength card. Love it. And then you have the World card. Well, what is that? This is amazing. I need you guys to stay optimistic, especially for those who are single, for those who could be facing that single status. I need you to stay optimistic because there's a sense of despair here. Why? Because for you, you don't know when it's going to be your turn. And that's what you're struggling with at the core of you. That is what you are struggling with. You have to stay optimistic. Some of you guys have gotten very emotional with the idea that it will not work. And you got to get out of that energy. A lot of you are carrying that burden of that, like I said before, that uncertainty with that Two of Swords. Let's get one more card here for Sagittarius. Oh, wow. Look at that. Okay. I love the fact that I pulled that. That looks good. All right. Remember, tens are what? You had two cards here. The World card clarified the 10. Tens are always completion. A closing of a chapter. The King and the Queen, to me, this is how I read. Okay. Always represents a new person. And you guys will have the opportunity to meet other people. There will be a moving on, even though you are leaving behind a lot of history and even still love for somebody, but you don't want to be single forever. And so part of that, you got to let it go. I feel like some of you have been carrying this for years. You're still thinking about the person who you were in love with 3 years ago because they didn't pull through. You guys can't let that go. Why didn't they? As if something was wrong with you. And I don't know if it's because of how they did it. I don't know if it's because of how they did it. Maybe it's because of how they let go. Maybe it was a very cold, cruel way of how they did it with you. Maybe you were in an abusive relationship. I don't know. But the emotion or the memories, whatever it is, there's a residue that's still there that you guys are still holding on to. That is what you need to release. That's part of that world closing the door and being able to walk out and move on. We saw that with the Six of Swords. We saw that here with the Eight of Wands. And it could be because they haven't apologized. It could be because, and see, the thing is, a lot of you don't have to get to a place where the person has to say that they're sorry. You never, I know that you need it because I'm human too. It's like, ooh, I just gotta, right? That's the thing that's bothering you. It's like, oh, it's just so hard for me to actually close this chapter because I just don't understand. There's all these things that's roaming through your head about why something, and that is keeping you there. They still have power over you in some kind of way. And this is the reason why with the Queen of Wands grabbed that stick and she has control over her palace, right? This is not the Empress. I like the fact that it's not the Empress because it's not motherly. You're not entering a new phase nurturing. No, you're entering a new phase fierce. This is I wish you would energy. Come try me energy. Okay? That is what you're taking with you. If you never got your apology from anyone else, it's what? I wish you would. But you actually like this person. So you have to there's you're looking at these new people with a new pair of eyes. Please do not look at them the same way you looked at because of what the other person did. Please don't do that. Sagittarius, please don't. You are standing in your power because the Queen of Wands to me is always Sagittarius. I know, I'm sorry. I know we got Leo and I know we got Aries, but I'm sorry, Queen of Wands is always Sag to me. Always have been. That means you are standing in your power at the end here. They did not break you, even though you may feel that way. Okay? All right, guys, 30 minutes. Look at that. 30 minutes. I can't believe I did that. Anyway, this is what I have for you here, Sagittarius. You're going to be the only reading that I've done tonight. I'll be the only one. I am exhausted. Okay. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, all of that is below. Okay. And I do have to keep telling y'all this. If you send the money, you got to send the email. All right. Because some of y'all send the money and that stuff be sitting there for 2 days. And you're like, oh my God. Okay. Like, no, once you send it, send an email. Either way, I love you, Sagittarius. I will see you guys back here on Friday with your money reading. And I most likely will have a love reading for you guys later on in the day. All right, love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.